Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Christie Hutcherson on the front lines and in the fight every single day for you, the American people. I'm asked all the time, why do I do what I do? I do it because I love you guys. I love my nation. I love my country. We have a lot of serious problems going on, and our country is on the brink right now of losing everything that we all hold dear. Every time you look at the headlines, uh, every day it seems overwhelming. Today on my show at 4 p.m., it will be live, clashing with the World Economic Forum, because at the end of the day, all of the things that you're seeing here in America are the effect of what comes out of Davos, and that is the World Economic Forum headquarters. These unelected officials, these unelected bodies, these corporations, and governments who gather every single year since I think 1978, when Klaus Schwab formulated the World Economic Forum. They decided that they were going to be the think tank for the world. They decided they were going to be the oversight and push their agendas, their ideology. And it's really interesting because if you follow the lineage of the Schwab family, you will understand exactly where he came from. And the same thing with George Soros. Everyone thinks that George Soros, he was a Jew. Well, he was a Jew who sold his own people into the gas chambers. He was a Jew who literally ripped the gold teeth off the dead bodies of the Jewish people. These people, they're like, and I don't mean it that way. It's just that they're horrific individuals. They have no soul. They have no moral compass. They have one ideology, and that is to have complete domination and control over every facet of your life, because the elites believe that they are above everybody. So today on my show, on brighteon.tv/live TV on the front lines with Christie Hutcherson, you have to find On the Front Lines with Christie Hutcherson at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. I'm going to have somebody who has become a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Christine Anderson. She is a powerhouse. She is part of the EU Parliament. She fights for Germany. Please, you can go and listen to some of her speeches. She takes on the World Economic Forum just like Women Fighting for America does. You see, because there are people out there who are brave enough to stand up against the World Economic Forum and all of their powers. Because at the end of the day, if somebody does not start standing up and pushing back and being an alternative, the choice that we will face is complete domination and control. They are going to arrest President Donald J. Trump. Whether you support him or you don't support him, that's irrelevant in this conversation. What we are seeing at an unprecedented level across everything, between our weaponization of our Department of Justice, by the way, who's supposed to defend and protect the Constitution and the laws of the land, no matter who commits the crimes. But you see, we have a one-tier justice system. We have a banana republic. Whether it's the elections, I think about the elections, and this has been this huge hoo-ha of the elections. Whether you believe the elections were stolen or not, again, this is going to be irrelevant to this conversation, because I really want to provoke thought with each and every one of you on both sides of the fence. When you try to stifle something so much, and you don't want information out there, and you're guarding that information basically with your life and behind the walls of laws or behind the laws of the justice system, etc., and not revealing it to the American people so they can actually make their own decisions on what took place or didn't take place. And it doesn't matter what the scenario is. We should be able to look at everything and have a very clear, open society where we can see and judge for ourselves and think for ourselves, but they don't want that. We are living in a time reminiscent of Nazi Germany. My family fled Stalin. I am a Russian Jew on my mother's side. My family is written in Ellis Island on my mother's side. My papa would tell me the stories of my family hiding, just trying to find food, starving. And then ultimately, the knock on the door came. My papa and his family were able to get out. Some of my relatives not so fortunate. You know, I fight for freedom and liberty. I fight for justice. I fight for you, the American people. I fight for the next generations to come. Today, we're going to take on the World Economic Forum head on at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I promise you, you will want to tune in. It is going to be explosive. It is going to be an incredible conversation. Not only is it going to be an incredible conversation with an incredible person called Christie Hutcherson, who is part of the EU Parliament out of Germany. We're going to give you action because you know what? Far too long, there's too many talking heads out there. And it's time for the world, the citizens of the world, to lock arms. We're brothers and sisters in the battle for freedom and liberty. And if we don't lock arms, if we don't unite, stop being divided, a house divided will fall. You see, the left has been winning because we're too busy trying to attack each other and put each other down, and just taking one flaw or one and going and blowing things up. You know, the left is very good at what they do. They're a lot more clever, apparently, than we are. I don't really believe that. We are smarter. We just can't stand working together. I've seen it for 4 years. We need to lay down our egos. We need to lay down our differences. We need to come together as one world citizens for freedom and liberty before liberty dies. That's where we're at. I've been saying this for over a year that I do not believe that the 2024 election will take place. You're already starting to see it right now. They're already talking about massive lockdowns, and this lockdown is going to be completely different from what you saw before. Klaus Schwab's daughter, and you can go to our website. I'm going to put it on our article, an article out there, what she just said. The world will be locked down. They will implement their plan if we do not stand up to tyranny. I pray to God it can be peaceful, because that is who we are as people. We didn't start this fight. The World Economic Forum and those evil leaders around the world, the power-hungry military-industrial complex and the industrial, commercial, and corporate world started it. You know, most people just want to go about their daily lives. We just want to live and be free. We want to have fun. We want to have barbecues. We want to raise our children the best way we know how without interference from government. But that government, our government, will not allow it. Most of the governments of the world you're seeing right now who won't allow it. I can name France is actually thinking of becoming a 15-minute city. There's a massive article and video about that. We're going to be talking about that today. Canada is under massive restrictions. Australia. These leaders are out of control. They are Marxist, communist leaders. They do not have your best interest at heart. You see, America, if you really want to go about your daily lives and you want to be free, I'm telling you, join us. We need leaders to stand. You know, I cannot honestly think of one. There's a lot of individuals trying to do a whole lot of things. But a leader is somebody who will apologize, move on, stand up, be a person who brings people together, the masses, not just the so-called important people. It's everybody. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just like you. I just decided to voice and stand up at all costs. And it's cost me greatly, but that's okay. I've got big old shoulders. At the end of the day, when I go home to heaven, The only person's opinion that matters of me is not anybody here on this earth. I could care less what they say. I could care less what they throw in darts that they throw at me. You see, because I want to defend and protect the innocent, the unborn, the children, and every freedom-loving citizen of the world. We can't do it alone. I've been doing it alone for a very long time. I have an incredible team of volunteers behind me, and I love them so much. They sacrifice so much to fight with no pay, tireless hours. But we need an army. It's going to take us all. If you truly want to do something tangible, you will join Women Fighting for America. You will show up. You will volunteer. And more importantly, we have to fund the evil fight against these people. This is an evil fight against them, good versus evil. Do you not understand that? It is hard to do what we do. We could do so much more if we were well funded. You can look it up. I don't take a salary. I do this purposefully because I personally would rather be the poorest person in the graveyard than the richest person here with another home and another house and another car and another and another and another. But no, my legacy is that I did everything I could to defend and protect the innocent, the Constitution, freedom, and liberty. How much do we need? Some of you are struggling, and I get that. Some of you aren't. $1, the widow's mite, I promise you, will go a huge way. God will bless you. I don't ask for much often, but we have a big, bold plan that has to be funded. This big, bold plan cannot be revealed right now. But make no mistake, it's been in the works. And it will work, but it takes all of us. And there will be a time when I call you, not just for finances, but right now for volunteers as well. We need you. The world needs you. You know, the founding fathers stood strong and tall. They met, they weighed the risks. And at the end of the day, they knew it was time to completely sever the ties that bound them in slavery with Great Britain. At great peril and risk to their lives, their fortunes, their reputations, they put it all on the line. I'm asking you right now, this call today, will you put it all on the line for freedom and liberty? You see, America, you think that none of this affects you until it hits your doorstep. Unfortunately, when it does hit your doorstep, it's going to be far too late. I've been to over 30 states. I've been around the world. I've been into different countries. My previous life, I've been to the Middle East working. I've seen the destruction of what communism does. I've seen the destruction of tyranny. And it will be too late once it hits your back door. They're setting up the camps for you, whether you believe it or not, they are. What do you think all of these illegal housing facilities really are for? You see, we need to stand. Please watch today. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's right there. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You need to go to brighteon.tv/live TV on the front lines, with Christie Hutcherson. Christine Anderson, one of the leaders in Germany in the EU Parliament, the European Union, will be speaking with me candidly. And we may even, I don't know if we're going to be able to take questions or not, but it will be a live broadcast. And we're going to need you to share this everywhere because Facebook will shut this down. I need everybody who's on my Facebook account. I have a huge audience on Facebook. I need you all to gravitate to Rumble, Clout Hub, True Social, Just go to our website, Women Fighting for America, Women Fighting for America, and just click on all of our social media tabs and follow us for truth. And thank you to Bridie on TV for giving me the voice to be able to have a platform to speak the truth. I'm trying to read some of the comments right now because there's so many coming in. The address to support Women Fighting for everybody who's listening to this right now, all of the information you need to do to volunteer, to support, to donate, to get involved, to get resources. By the way, we have resources, 14-point plan to save America's future. We have a battle ready plan. All of those resources can be found at one spot, and that's Women Fighting for America, Women Fighting for America. Just search it, wffa.win, wffa.win. We are the last bastion of hope. God bless you guys. I hope everyone will tune in live today. You need to flood Bridie on TV's station today. Flood it. 4 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be an explosive. We are going to talk about the World Economic Forum. We're going to tell you what their plans are. And then we're going to give you the action that you need to do to get involved, to literally to secure freedom and liberty for your children and your children's children's future before it is too late. If they can take down a president of the free world through illegal prosecutions, through illegal RICO acts, they will stop at nothing to destroy the very fabric of our society. The only thing at this moment is standing in the way is you. You. The answer lies in your hands. My question is now, what are you going to do with it? Will you answer the call? And we can do this together peacefully. Go to Women Fighting for America. That's wffa.win. Share this message on every platform. Follow us, like us, and then please go to our website and volunteer. Send us emails. We need social media people. We need individuals who know how to do any kind of media whatsoever. We need volunteers to sift through emails and coordinate heart chapters throughout this country. We need individuals to step up and have in-home meetings in your communities with like-minded individuals. And we will hold your hand every step of the way. I'm going to be launching a weekly series because I think that this is so critical right now. It'll be an insiders club where you will get firsthand knowledge and what you need to do to secure what you have precious to you. That's your family and your freedom and this country. Christie Hutcherson, as always, on the front lines, in the fight, on the battlefield, for you, the American people. I love you guys so much. God bless you, and God bless this great nation. See you at 4.